So, welcome to Anime Critical. Um, we haven't put anything out in a couple of weeks, so just wanted to give you guys something. Life has been lifing. Um, so shout out to the people that actually do this full time. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. If you know, you have other things that happen outside of that, and sometimes you can't shoot. So I know we've been like 3 weeks behind. So we just kind of wanted to give you guys something today. It's not going to be too long. It's just going to be me today. So I'm going to give you a list of the things that I've been watching that have come out this spring that I think are pretty good watches. They're up to I think I have at least about three, three or four animes. I'm also going to be talking and wanting to know how you guys feel about OG Toonami coming back May 31st. Toonami Rewind. The original lineup is coming. Well, some of the original lineup is coming back. They're gonna start that I believe May 31st. Um, so in particular, I'm excited about it. Even though we do get the new school stuff, it's still always good to go back and rewatch some of the classics. Um, so I think that's pretty dope that they're doing that. Um, so the list to start off my list, the first anime that I've been watching, and I think it's pretty cool, it's pretty dope, is Chilling in Another World with a Level 2 Super Cheat Power. It's got 6 episodes out right now. The pacing's pretty good. It's a isekai set in the isekai, which seems to be very popular as of late. Everything that's coming out is basically an isekai, but it's about a guy. I believe he's a merchant in another world um, that's similar to the one that he gets summoned to. They have magic and stuff, and monsters and demi-humans in the world that he actually comes from. But there's a kingdom. They summon him to their kingdom as a hero. Um, they look at his stats. Um, they're not realizing what it is that they're looking at. Um, so then they make a second summon for a second hero. They end up sending this. End up banishing this guy uh, to some woods to get him killed. They're sending him off in the hopes that he dies or that the problem takes care of itself because they've already summoned their hero. And from there, it's just outrageous. It's crazy how strong that this guy is. Um, it's really starting to hit its stride. About episode 5 and 6, like I said, there's only 6 episodes, but it's good pacing. Um, it's to me, it's more of a gag on isekai. So it's more like how One Punch Man is. It's kind of like a gag shield hero. It's lighthearted. It does have its serious moments. Well, it's only had one at this moment, and it wasn't too serious, um, but it was just enough. So if you haven't watched that, go check it out. It's really good. I recommend it. I'd probably give it about, if I'm basing my scale 5 stars, I'd probably give it about a 4. Um, it's a good watch. Like I said, it's only 6 episodes, so go check that out. If you haven't, you can sit down, you can watch 6 episodes, you can catch up fairly quickly. The next one on my list would be a Remonster. Um, it's also a isekai. I want to say that a lot of them, everything that's on my list right now is isekai. So this one, the guy dies. It's reincarnated as a goblin, which is an interesting take on it. Um, it hints at a lot of things, but it leaves you to go to your own conclusion. But he reincarnates. He eats other monsters to get stronger. So it's like the world's strongest. If you haven't seen that anime, and so every time that he eats a monster and he kills it, um, he gains those abilities. And then as he gains abilities, then he goes to the next level, or he transform. I think he's an Orc Lord at this point by episode 7. It's 7 episodes on this one. It's a good watch though. It's also lighthearted. It's funny at times. It insinuates a lot of things. Um, has adult undertones. Is what I'll say. Um, but he just eats monsters, and I mean it's just your standard. Eats monsters, gets stronger, starts essentially his own harem, um, builds his own mercenary army. People hire him at this point to go and fight on their behalf. It's really good. 6, 7 episodes. Doesn't really take itself seriously, which I think is why I like it. So, like I said, it's 7 episodes. It's out now. Go check it out. The next one on my list is The New Gate. So this one is also isekai, but it's I want to say maybe it's like a lighthearted SOA. Except how like when the SOA ended, where it ended, and he beats the boss and everybody leaves the game. This one he goes and defeats the boss. It ends the game. Everyone else gets logged out, but he gets logged back in. But the catch is he gets logged back in 500 years later after the events of him defeating the final boss. So he has his little parties of NPCs or whatever. Um, they knew when he was going to go fight the final boss that they weren't going to possibly see him again. So this picks up 500 years later. It's also 6 episodes in, I believe. Um, and it's just showing everything, the aftermath, the game still going on um, after he defeated the final boss and logged everybody out. He's still not able to log out. Um, and so he just, comes and he picks up and, he finds out that it's 500 years later. He has this little shop that, because I think he's actually an OP swordsmith. Um, so it just picks up with that, him following, trying to find information, trying to find out what went on after all the high humans logged out, which is what they call players. They're high humans. So and he's trying to track down people from his NPC party. So it's really good. It's been picking up. He's super OP. He's super OP, especially for a blacksmith. This guy makes legendary weapons, uses them, and then just throws them to the side for other people to find them. And people are not understanding where these weapons are coming from. Um, as of right now, it's only 3 people that know that he's an actual high human or that he used to be a player. The rest of everybody else that he's run to has been oblivious to it. So it's a really good watch. Should definitely check it out. Like I said, that's only 6 episodes in too. So I mean, the things that I'm giving, yes, they're not deep into the seasons. They're probably most likely halfway through, but um, they're they're great watches. It's something that you can jump in really quick to, and you can catch up really quick, and then stay on top or follow as they come out weekly. Um, Slime has come back out. If you haven't seen that, I don't quote me. I want to sit here and say this might be season 3, possibly 4, but we get a rematch of him and Hinata. I'm not sure I'm saying her name right, but the chick that he fought before from the Western Church. We're getting ready to come up on that. The rematch for that, I believe it's the next episode. I want to sit here and say that is also uh, at 5 episodes as well. So if you haven't been following that, uh, definitely go check out That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Um, it's a good watch. I haven't been disappointed in any season yet. So I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I think the pacing is great. I love how they pace his power ups, even though he's stupid OP as of right now. And he's still got a lot further to go before it even gets to the end. Um, I just got interested in trying to find the mangas, and I'm possibly going to start trying to read the mangas. The manga is definitely ahead of the anime. So I'm gonna read it, not gonna spoil it. Still gonna follow the anime because I think it's a great show. I love it. Been watching it since the beginning. So if you haven't, or if you don't have anything to watch, I recommend that you go back and you watch it. It's a great watch. You can marathon it, and then it'll bring you all the way up to current. So um, that's something to watch on the weekend or on your downtime if you haven't already. Uh, Kaiju number 8. So my buddy, my other half of this podcast, he just started watching it, I believe, last week. I haven't started it yet, um, due to someone telling me about it, and the person that told me about it, he compared I think it was a healer anime that came out, but he basically compared it to Shield Hero, and which he was wrong. He was saying that's the vibe that he was getting. So him recommending Kaiju number 8 to me was kind of just like, I don't really kind of trust your anime taste at this point. But um, this week I am going to actually jump in and I'm actually going to give it a try. I want to sit here and say that it's 6 episodes in, possibly maybe 5. I could be wrong. Um, Oh, but the great thing about that is apparently it's the first one in on Crunchyroll to be shown live. So the same time that they're live streaming it in Tokyo, that we can also watch it at the same time here in the States. So I think that's pretty dope. That's probably a trend that they'll keep going and doing depending on how popular it ends up being. So I think that's pretty cool that everybody can watch the same anime across the world at the same time. That's a big move. That's pretty epic. So I'm going to jump into that, but listening to my buddy and him watching it, um, he liked it. So it's really good. It's got its comic undertones. It also doesn't take itself too seriously. Uh, the art style is an acquired taste, if you will. It's nothing like a Demon Slayer or a JJK, but the art style is decent from what I've seen. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely go check it out because my buddy, my other half of Anime Critical, recommended it, and he went before me and watched a few episodes. So I'll probably sit down sometime this week and I'll definitely go and check it out. Um, and then I'll get back to you guys on it on what I think about it. Um, like I said, it sounds great as of right now. So um, we'll see. Um, and then, like I said at the beginning, so that brings us to Toonami Rewind. Um, I don't know how many people are excited about it. I am. Yes, it's old. They're reruns, but it's just something about sitting here and just watching classic Toonami on TV and not having to open up an app and just having that little block of an hour or two just to watch on TV. It was everything as a kid, especially. I didn't really get to watch the after school ones for the simple fact by the time that they started doing that, I want to say that I was like a sophomore or junior in high school. So I had a job. So I would go to work at 4, or as soon as I got out of school. So I didn't get to watch Toonami like right after I got out of school or came home. So the only time that I really got to catch Toonami would be on Saturdays. Um, and I wouldn't even be able to catch all that because I would work Saturday nights. Um, and so I wouldn't get off until maybe like uh 10:30 because I worked at Burger King. So um the fact that and sometimes that I even catch myself where you have some of these YouTube channels where they actually have the recordings and they actually post everything in its original form, and they'll stream it for like 2 or 3 hours. I find myself a lot of weekends or a lot of times when I'm off of work, going to tune in those channels and just leaving it on there and just watching it. And it just brings back a lot of great memories for me. Um, Toonami was just epic. Like I said, it introduced a lot of people to anime. I believe the lineup is Sailor Moon, the Viz Media dub. Um, they're gonna have Naruto, and then instead of doing the original Dragon Ball Z's, which I think were Ocean dubs, we're gonna get Dragon Ball Z Kai, which still Dragon Ball Z is still good. It just cuts the fat meat out of it. Um, So I enjoyed Kai. It's not as detailed, and I believe it's also more manga accurate. Uh, the Kai version is. So I'm definitely excited about that. It's great that Toonami's doing good, um, and that they can expand not just from not just on Saturdays, not just having a Saturday block, but now being able to also have a Friday afternoon block. So I think that's just really dope. That just shows that uh, the anime community, that we're supporting and that it's going strong, and hopefully it'll be around a lot more. It was really sad when they canceled it. A lot of us didn't understand. I didn't get it. Well, I mean, I did kind of get it for the simple fact that um, it wasn't doing as great as it was at the beginning, because by that time when it got ready to end, at the time of its popularity, Toonami was really the only source where you could essentially get anime at that time. So that helped it a lot. That you had to tune in to either after school Monday through Friday, or you had to tune in Saturday night in order to get your anime fix, because that was the only. I mean, you had other channels that were showing it, but they weren't showing as much as what Cartoon Network was at the time. Excuse me. So, you know, that definitely kept it afloat. But then, when it got ready to end, then it was other sources that you could go to. I know I used to use Anime Planet. Um, there was just other anime streaming sources that you could go to, and not only could you go to and get what you were getting on Toonami and possibly go ahead of the episodes that they were already showing, but then it just opened up the door where you could check out other anime as well. There was tons and tons of anime. That's when it was free, coming, just coming out, and it's starting to take off and hit its stride. So I can understand, why they ended it. But like I said, I was just so happy when they did the April Fools, and they tuned in and they showed us anyways. And then we didn't get it. And then, like, a few months down the line, we end up getting it back. So it's just great for it to be back and still be going strong um, after all these years. And for it to be expanding, like, it's great. It's great to see that anime is doing well. It's great to see that it's um, becoming popular. And I think having the rewind is a great idea, because some of these people that are newer, they need to realize or understand, or can go back and, some of these animes that you have now they're great, um, but a lot of these you don't get without those classics from Toonami. Like you got Sailor Moon, you got Dragon Ball Z, you got Naruto. They were airing Bleach at one point in time. Trigun, Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, you don't get a JJK or My Hero or Black Clover, or you don't get some of these things without the classics. So I think it's always important to pay homage to the classics, and where we were at one point in time to where we are now. Like, yes, the new stuff is great, and if that's just what you watch and you're a fan of it, that's great. But that doesn't mean that you need to bash a Naruto fan or a Bleach fan or a Dragon Ball Z fan or a One Piece fan, because you don't get those without that. If they don't, like, yeah, they might be popular, but it might have just stayed in Japan. So you have to pay homage to the old school. And a lot of the new schools, sometimes that you see it, they actually pay homage. They actually reference the old ones, and sometimes it's just good to go back. They're good watches sometimes. I mean, sometimes the art style definitely doesn't hold up. um a lot of the times the art style doesn't hold up, but that doesn't mean that it can't be appreciated. Just sometimes it might not be about the art style. A lot of the times, a lot of those animes that we watched back in the day, it wasn't about the art style. A lot of them were about just the story. It was just so captivating, and it pulled you in, and you just wanted more of it, and you wanted to find out what happened uh, next week. So I just think it's great that we get the rewind. I'm excited about it. I think it's dope. Hopefully, I'm hoping, because I don't think it's that long. I want to say it might be, we get an episode of Sailor Moon. I think you get 2 episodes of Naruto, and then I believe 2 episodes of uh, Dragon Ball Z Kai. So that puts us at about, I think it might be a 2.5 hour block. Hopefully, if it does well and people watch it, hopefully they expand that. That would definitely be something good going into Friday. Like maybe they should just keep it that way, where Friday you do the old school Toonami, you do the old school animes on Friday, and then Saturday nights you give us the new school. I think that would be pretty dope. Honoring past and present at the same time. But we'll see. We'll see where they'll go from here with it. Like I said, I'm excited about it. Um, so with that, I just, like I said, I just wanted to give y'all something. I know it's been 3 weeks. Like I said, we've been trying, but with work, we work 12-hour schedules, and then we both have families. So and things occur. I think the week that the last time that we were off, that we were supposed to film, my son had a basketball tournament in OKC. So we just have to roll with the punches. Uh, Definitely will try to do better, and try to stay on top of it, and try to give you guys something, even if it's just to go live for a few minutes or whatever. Um, you know, just to keep you guys informed, and just to give you guys some content. Like I said, it's not something that I'm not necessarily saying that I'm not taking it serious, but it's a hobby, and it's something that I'm passionate about, and that I really wanted to do, and was excited, and I'm still excited about being able to do it. I don't do it for the subscribers. If I get those, then that's great. But I just really just do it to be able to connect to like-minded people like myself, that enjoys a culture that was introduced to us as teenagers, and we just grew up in adults, and we have the love and the passion for it, and it never went away. Like the anime dope is just so uh the community is just so dope to me. There's, I mean, yeah, you have your little groups of, my anime is better than this, but everybody's, in my experience, we're accepting. We come in all shapes, sizes, colors. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all can relate, and we all have that one love for anime, no matter what your genre is or what your show is. Um, I think it's just the nicest group of people on the planet. We just, at once we were outcast, and now it's just like, we're here. You know what I'm saying? We're here, and we're taking over. And so I just want to be able to connect to that community. I want to be able to contribute to that meeting. So this is my contribution to it. Um, so, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I definitely love hearing from you guys and your comments, and then being able to respond to you. I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just something that you don't agree with, or you want to correct me. I'm not perfect, but I enjoy interacting with you guys. So, please continue to comment. Don't just watch the video. Subscribe. Like I said, we're going to do better at putting out content, even if it's just something short. Just bear with us. Like I said, it's hard. Content creating and doing podcasts, it is hard. I never went into it thinking that it would be easy, but yeah, it's definitely uh it requires some dedication in it, and if you're gonna do it, you definitely have to have some type of passion and drive for it. It's definitely not for the weak. Um, you have to center it around your schedule, especially if it's something that you're not doing full time. So I appreciate the subscribers that I do have, and the likes, and the people that have commented on there. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, and just please continue to comment. Please continue to come back and follow us, and we appreciate you guys. And I will see you episode 5 of the next video. Deuces.